Keto Mexican breakfast burritos, perfect for a meal prep or even as breakfast for supper. Okay, now to assemble my Mexican breakfast burritos, I am using up a bunch of leftovers. I'm using my leftover fajita meat and the onions and bell peppers that we cooked the other night. I'm using my leftover Mexican crock pot chicken. And then I made some fluffy scrambled eggs, and I've got some Mexican style 4-cheese blend and my 0-carb tortillas from La Tortilla Factory. And basically what I'm gonna do is just kind of put the meats and on each one. I think I'm gonna make like 4 with what I have heated up here. I did heat the meat in the microwave a little bit because the eggs are cooked, and I'm afraid if I have to heat these in the oven long enough to heat up the meat, it will overcook my eggs, and nobody wants overcooked eggs. Let's see, this one's a little heavier on the meat. Put some over here and some over here. There we go. And I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna do the chicken next, the onions, the eggs. I'm gonna come back and show you. So I've got everything in there. I've got the steak at the bottom. Can you see? The chicken, the eggs on the side there, the onions and bell peppers, and some cheese on the top. I'm just gonna roll them up. Last time I made them, they were a little overstuffed, so I grabbed my little toothpick and kind of help them stay. Gonna roll them up, and then I've got my oven preheated to 350. I just wanna bake them a little bit, let that cheese melt, and then we'll probably eat some fresh, and some will go in the fridge or the freezer for later in the week. This would be a great meal prep, especially for my busy mom ketos. And you can make these with regular tortillas for my double duty folks. Because the regular tortillas are cheaper than the low carb tortillas. And you can obviously make this as big as you want, as much leftovers as you have. I mean, you can do 8, 10, 12, or you can just do 1 or 2 if you only have a little bit left. If I only had 1 or 2, I'd probably cook them in the toaster oven or even in the microwave, just to kind of get a little flavor, a little cook on them, you know? I'm gonna serve them with sour cream, guacamole, salsa, salsa verde, pico de gallo, whatever it is you like, that's what you serve. Okay, about 10 minutes in, I flipped them over. See the little light brown color on the bottom? Just to give them a nice little coloring all the way around. And there they go. They've been in for about 15 minutes total. And there you have it, a Mexican style breakfast burrito. They can be meal prepped and ready to go through the week, or you can actually have them as what I like to call brupper, breakfast for supper. Well, I happen to be out of guacamole right now, so I've got some pico and some sour cream. Remember, it's got cheese, fajita steak, Mexican crock pot chicken, scrambled eggs, and some of that fajita onions, bell peppers on the inside. Just wanted to show you the inside real quick. Look how delicious. I wanted to show you how to wrap these to freeze them. I don't just wrap them in the aluminum foil because then you can't microwave in that. But I like to wrap them in a layer of wax paper and a layer of aluminum foil. I do get this one from Costco, but I have seen them at my local grocery store lately, so that's kind of cool. So I wrap them in the wax paper first, completely, not together, like not at the same time, because that way you can just take off the aluminum foil and throw them in the microwave. But then I wrap them in the aluminum foil to protect them in the freezer from freezer burn. And we just wrap them up, put them in a Ziploc, label the gallon Ziploc, you know, Mexican breakfast burritos or whatever you have. And there you have it. You can freeze them for when you need something quick to eat.